In a significant development, the U.S. State Department has approved the potential sale of 20 F-16 fighter jets to the Philippines. This move comes amid escalating tensions in the South China Sea and underscores the evolving defense dynamics in Southeast Asia. The proposed deal, valued at approximately $5.58 billion, includes not only the 20 F-16 aircraft, but also related equipment and support. The U.S. Defense Security Cooperation Agency stated that this sale aims to enhance the security of a strategic partner in Southeast Asia, contributing to regional stability and peace. Tensions in the South China Sea have been on the rise, with China asserting expansive territorial claims that overlap with those of the Philippines and other nations. Incidents involving Chinese Coast Guard vessels and maritime militias have raised concerns about freedom of navigation and regional security. The United States has approved the potential sale of 20 F-16 fighter jets to Manila, giving the key U.S. ally in the Indo-Pacific a major upgrade to its Air Force just days after U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth vowed to counter China's aggression. The U.S. Defense Security Cooperation Agency announced the proposed sale of the F-16s and related equipment, worth an estimated $5.58 billion, in a statement on Tuesday. This proposed sale will support the foreign policy and national security of the United States by helping to improve the security of a strategic partner that continues to be an important force for political stability, peace, and economic progress in Southeast Asia, DSCA said. The announcement comes less than a week after Hegseth visited the Philippines, his first trip to Asia as defense chief, and said Washington will enhance its military alliance with Manila as it aims to re-establish deterrence to counter China's aggression in the Indo-Pacific region. On Wednesday, China cautioned Manila on the deal. Any defense and security cooperation that the Philippines engages in with other countries should not target or harm the interests of any third party, nor should it threaten regional peace and security or escalate tensions in the region, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jiakun said. As for who is fueling the flames, who is provoking military confrontation, and who is turning Asia into a powder keg, we believe that regional countries can see the situation clearly. The Philippines has been on the front lines of China's increasingly aggressive posture in Asia. Beijing seeks to assert its claim over the bulk of the South China Sea, despite an international ruling denying its sovereignty over the waterway. Hegseth said Friday the U.S. would deploy additional advanced military capabilities to the U.S. ally for joint training, enhance interoperability for high-end operations, and prioritize defense industrial cooperation. In its statement, DSCA said Manila had requested to buy 16 F-16Cs, single-seat, single-engine fighter jets, and 4 F-16Ds, dual-seat jets, that are usually used for training purposes. The F-16s are the Block 70/72 newest variant of the workhorse military warplane, which entered service with the U.S. Air Force in the late 1970s. Manufacturer Lockheed Martin says the new F-16s are the world's most advanced fourth-generation fighter, touting a structural service life of more than 12,000 hours. The F-16s, along with advanced avionics, radar, and weaponry included in the deal, are a significant upgrade to the Philippine Air Force's fighter fleet. Currently, it has only 12 South Korean-made FA-50 jets, a lighter ground attack and fighter jet. The F-16s have a top speed of more than 1,500 miles per hour, Lockheed Martin says, about 350 miles per hour faster than the FA-50. Speaking alongside Philippine Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro on Friday, Hegseth called the U.S.-Philippine relationship an ironclad alliance, particularly in the face of Communist China's aggression in the region. The Trump administration has vowed to truly prioritize a shift to the Indo-Pacific, Hegseth said, with the recognition that for the 21st century to be a free century, America needs to stand alongside our allies and partners shoulder to shoulder. The American military presence in Asia is seen by allies as a critical counterbalance in a fractious region where China has been rapidly expanding its military might, and a belligerent North Korea has been empowered by closer ties with Russia. Trump has repeatedly questioned the structure of U.S. military alliances and whether the U.S. was getting enough out of such partnerships and basing arrangements, including those in Asia where tens of thousands of troops are stationed in sprawling bases in Japan and South Korea. Joint U.S.-Philippine military exercises, scheduled for later this month, will be conducted in northern Luzon, the part of the Philippines nearest Taiwan, Bronner said. These are the areas where we perceive the possibility of an attack. I do not want to sound alarmist, but we have to prepare, he said. In December, the Philippines angered China further when it announced the planned acquisition of the U.S. mid-range Typhoon missile system in a push to secure its maritime interests. Beijing warned such a purchase could lead to a regional arms race. China has expressed apprehension regarding the proposed sale. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jiakun emphasized that defense cooperation should not harm the interests of any third party or escalate regional tensions. On the other hand, Philippine officials, including National Security Council spokesperson Jonathan Malaya, have assured that the acquisition is part of their military modernization efforts and is not directed against any specific nation. Experts suggest that while the addition of F-16s will bolster the Philippine Air Force's capabilities, it is unlikely to drastically alter the regional balance of power. However, it does signify a deepening of U.S.-Philippines defense ties and a commitment to enhancing deterrence amid ongoing maritime disputes. As the Philippines continues to modernize its military, collaborations with allies like the United States are expected to play a crucial role. The focus remains on maintaining regional stability, upholding international law, and ensuring that defense enhancements contribute to peace rather than escalating conflicts. The approval of the F-16 sale marks a pivotal moment in U.S.-Philippines relations and the broader security landscape of Southeast Asia. As nations navigate these complex dynamics, the collective aim is to foster an environment where diplomacy prevails and peace is sustained. For a more in-depth analysis and continuous updates on this evolving story, stay tuned to our channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on global affairs and defense developments.